Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback. I'm going to view these as a first-time site visitor, even though I've already looked at all of them. So let's jump in. I do want to start over here. And Jacob, clean. We do want something up here that tells us exactly what you do. So graphic and web design would be up here. Take out the login. Contact needs to be last. And view portfolio, maybe a button down, like here, but this, one or the other here. So I'm interested in seeing what happens when I select this, and nothing is happening. So let's make sure that that goes away. When I select this, it might go to a, okay, it says it's going somewhere, but it isn't. So that either needs to be linked to your portfolio page or remove those buttons. Okay, so here's what may be happening. Okay, so it says it's going there. Let's see. Okay, so this is what's happening. We'll double check and then let you know. Yeah, okay. Here's the issue. You need to, let me check this button now. No, that doesn't go there, so delete those. What you have here is your upper section is on every page, and it's very deep. So really what you want to do is only make this on your home page, and then when you get to your About page, you don't want it showing on every section. You can, I believe it's a right click onto this section and see if you can select where it's going to be hidden or not. You can change this background going into your Wix site design, the letter A on the left panel in your editor, and select that, and then select change your background, and then make it a solid color. And then you can select that it's at the bottom of that same menu. You'll go down and you'll say apply to other pages, and you can turn this background off in other pages. Or what you're going to need to do is to take this whole section and reduce it and bring it up here, but it may be your background. So it's a template background anyway. So if you go into your site design, change background, select color, customize it, and select white, this background will disappear. Okay, and then if you want to change it to another color, you can, but it's getting in your way because all of your content is below this background. Okay. All right, so your About should link to here at the top of this page. So double check where your anchors are. Okay, that you have an anchor right here and not down here. So move it up to here and make sure that that's linking. But the first thing you want to do is get rid of that background. Okay. And raise all your content. That's the main thing for you. So we should be getting into your content, and you want higher contrast here. Make sure this is a Google Voice. You don't have to put the actual day. You can just put 2025. Okay. And I think once you take that background out and close up these gaps, this maybe move this up here so you have a heading. This would be good to have some space. I know you probably like that background, but it is template, or at least Wix stock, and it's really getting in your way here. So let's look at your mobile. Nice. I like that color there. But we don't have navigation, and this is not filled out. This is template. So somewhere over here there might be navigation, but I don't know that there is. Okay, sometimes people have it black on black or something so you can't see it, but that's an issue. I have to go backward. I have to get out of this to even test it. Okay, let me come here. Okay, so you're going to want, the first thing you want to do is add navigation. Okay, so work on your desktop and then make sure you come over here, add your navigation so that we can go to every section. All right? Okay, it's a good start. Couple of sweeping changes, but the rest is good. Okay, make sure Google Voice, good. Good. And remove the underline here because it will feel like a link. So let's take that out. Okay, you do have the copyright symbol. And let's go to your about. Okay. All right. Same thing here. It would be nice, it kind of has a feel of a style, but it would be nice if that were a little sharper, but it kind of feels like a style. You do want to have your name up here and what you do. Okay, so that's going to be up here in your header. We want to get into this soon, like right here. So ignore that, that's a screen reader on my end. So yeah, probably you're going to bring that heading down here, portfolio, but make sure you have this up here somewhere. Okay. And that way it's going to show on every page because it'll be in your header. And we don't know which page people are going to land on when they come to our site, so it's important. Okay. And I saw, okay. Let's look at the mobile. So basically this is going to be up here. You do want to work on a cover shot that's not cropped. And let's see. Just put that up here. You don't want to crop that. So you want to work on that formatting. Great photo. Social icons in the bottom with your footer would be great. Okay, so they too are on every page. All right. All in all, it's really great. Just some minor design things. I mean, mostly it's working. Okay, want to kind of get into that sooner. All right, nice work. Okay, and Sophia. Okay, Sophie, I think this is kind of tight and scrolling. Don't really mind it if it's a style. I think there needs to be a bold somewhere, you know, like a heading, a little bit of hierarchy. But I like the way you have things aligning. That's really good. Okay. And these link up to your specific, and that's good. Make sure they're, you know, equally spaced, pretty close. If this is a style, it's okay having this background, but sometimes it's not, and it's just a way to separate it from the background, but it does feel like a style. Okay, this same font as that, a little harder to read. Probably want to make that a little larger as a, a heading, but this could definitely be bigger, either in the center or just, a little easier to read, okay? This might wrap, Brand Coach might come under here, that might move over. Play around with that. We do want higher contrast on the buttons. Okay. Okay, you want to link up to yours. This is going to Wix right now. Okay, perfect. We do want a little space here down in your footer. And make sure you really want this background there. Again, you want to go into Site Design, change background, and then select a color and just choose white, and it will disappear. This video, it will slow your site down, and I don't know that it's necessary, that it's really adding to your page. In fact, I don't think it's meant to be there. It's showing up behind things. So that's what you want to do, is remove that. Maybe just go for an actual circle here if you're going to do that, or rectangle like the other rectangles. It's okay, but this would be send an email, and you really only have to put your email there just for future reference. But it's looking great. You've got your brand going. You've got good examples. This is going to be bigger. Okay. You're going to correct the layout for that, the wrapping. Center this icon. This is going to move over here. And this is going to be wider. So make that a little wider for sure. Curious to see how this is going to work. You might need to, this is what happens. It will reflow and it won't align with your work sometimes. So you'll want to work on that. And maybe a little less here, maybe wider, and a little less. And what you do in your mobile won't affect your desktop. So I would think about that and make sure that those are layered where you want them. Remember, proximity in graphic design. You want content to be next to each other that relates to each other. So, and I think you can see that. All right, great start, Sophie. Love where you're going with it. Okay, all right, so we want to be mindful of overlapping text over our videos. Overlapping anything with videos and images is something we want to be very careful of. Only use your very best work, and you've got some good stuff in here, but there's one or two things like that doesn't really need to be there. The one that has, the graphics, lettering, this isn't working. It's not working for you visually. So here's also what you need to do. You want to remove Built for the Underdog, Made to Win. That's, maybe on your contact page or something. But here you want Fresh Vision Media and what you do, okay? Or just Fresh Vision Media might work. You might say cinematographer, you might say your name up here, and what you do. But built for the underdog, this doesn't belong up here in your header. This does because it's the name of your company instead of being here on top of all your content. Okay. I do like to see how this is linking. This is good. We want to close the space up a little bit, bring that in a little. And this image was loading slowly earlier, so double check just how large the file is. This is looking really good here. I like this color combination over the black. And here, I think it's better than the red, and I would do that throughout if I were you. This font with blue on black. This needs to go away. Okay, that background needs to be moved, and just center your form. Good job linking up, and that's your email. You will want a heading that says about, which means you'll need a little space there. This won't be there, so that will be a little bit of breathing room. And remove this set of social icons. You're going to take this out. The ideal thing would be to have this up here in your, up here, bigger than this, right? A good size. You could even put it in the middle. You could take that, put it in the middle, lower the header just a little, make it just a little deeper, not much, because then this is going to be moved to the wrong place. So, and then you would have to move your navigation. You've got two navigations here, so I do prefer this type, but maybe you remove that one and you move this, grab this navigation and drag it over here and pull this title up. Okay. All right. So let's look at the mobile. Okay, it's not cooperating. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be pulled out, and you're just going to have this, and then lower your navigation bars. If it disappears on your mobile site because you're deleting it on your other site, I mean, you could choose either one, but just have one on the front. Then you can go in and you can add a navigation. Okay. So, a bit of an issue here. I would take this out. It's cropped too much. Okay, good. I would make these blue. If you're not sure how, that's okay, but if you do delve into it, you can change that color. Okay, you can make this a little smaller so it's not wrapping like that. And you're going to take this out and bring it up. Okay, and you can make this blue, the us blue, if you wanted. Okay, great job. Nice work, everybody. I'm anxious to see where you're going to be with this at the end of the week. Make sure you have 2 or 3 examples of your work that you want to select and descriptions, and make sure that work is reflected in your about, so you're talking about the same kind of work. Okay, nice work. Contact me if you have any questions whatsoever, all right? Keep up the good job.